No, I taught you that trick. You son of a bitch.
On the mic?
We love a miracle.
That language on the mic?
It's a fucking recorded stream. You idiot.
That's embarrassing.
I hope that's gonna make it.
Best of 3 or 5?
5.
5.
Best of 5.
We've never played a best of 5.
3-0 my favorite.
Best of 4.
For audio only listeners, I just fist bumped Chris C minus.
Hope you enjoyed that audio on this.
Do you both have Yugi Moto as your?
No. Yeah, this is not Yugi Moto, that's for sure. This guy is not the king of games. That's for sure.
Knight beat you 2-0?
Oh.
Highlights I gotta get. Only that. See that or it's the taxidermy.
The game?
Moto. Anyways, back to the match.
Omar versus Knight.
This is a central classic.
Yes, I
Their
believe I
99th
told
game, as we've been told before this. I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm just gonna believe it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna believe it blindly because
Next
why?
said unironically,
Yeah.
so I have to believe it.
Why would anyone lie to me ever? You know?
I know.
But I think I've definitely said this before.
Tell me.
When the few times commentating them, this is a early alt classic.
True.
This is like, and we love to see these characters have been so consistent.
These guys-
they're able to stick it out. It's
These
this
guys
late
have
in
been
the
playing these characters for 5 years, I assume.
I think that's most people, except unless you switch to DLC.
Oh, and me.
And you. Well, you've been longer.
Oh, yes,
Because you
Smash
played more
4.
in Smash 4.
That's true. I didn't think about that. Well, these characters are also in Smash 4.
Anyways, back to
But
the
they were
match.
both bad. Anywho's it's back to the match. Let's see if Palutena can get a nice edge guard.
No.
Someone said.
Yeah, they're talking about you
Yeah,
behind your
that's probably
back.
why they said my name.
Behind your back.
That's all right. That's not the first time.
Getting a little neutral reset. I'm not sure why that happened.
Not really quite sure. Maybe we'll find out in the game.
But I'm sure there was like a blip.
There was a
I
blip.
assume stream issues.
Well, you know, blips happen, and we're gonna get past
Yeah,
it.
every now and then again a little blip occurs.
You know, as a community, we'll get past it.
It's a community.
One day.
Let's see if Nex can get a stop here, which might come right now. Ooh, I don't know how that missed, but I guess you see account landed, right? Great up air chain.
So-
I cannot believe that combo at such a high percent.
That was impressive.
I don't know anything about this character.
Lucina's an interesting character.
No?
No? You don't think so? You don't think Lucina's interesting? Come on, what's wrong?
You're right. Lucina's a very cool character.
Lucina's,
Very
I
fun.
wouldn't necessarily, I would say interesting.
Oh,
Like
boring.
Lucina's like classical. Like I think it's been said a few times before, but it's like appreciating classical music.
Oh, okay.
Lucina is like a fine wine. You appreciate it you appreciate Lucina the more you are better at the game, I think.
Well, probably
Which is
done
why a lot of
bad.
people will kind of just write Lucina off as a lame character. But like you see, like TD's Lucina is very good, very
Masterful. Even.
masterful. Yeah.
Looking like.
Yeah.
Are there any good Lucina players?
Good. Yeah, Protobana.
Well, like Proto Bottom right now.
I think also Mr. E, but I don't know if that's true. I might have just said that name.
That's funny.
Palutena though, I think top rep would be Chase. I don't know. If like Lucina's a fine wine, what would you call Palutena? I would say like a craft beer, like old reliable. Like it's your old reliable, you know?
A Stewart's. Call it
That's
Stewart's.
yeah.
An old reliable.
An old reliable. That's a regional joke that I don't know. I don't even know we're in the right region because I talked about A-Treat earlier, and no one here knew what A-Treat was. I know, right?
Are you serious?
David, do you know what A-Treat? Do you know what A-Treat is?
Hey, it's really funny how you're
The
talking
game
about-
ended. The game ended. The game ended.
that was
We were
an
talking
excellent
about the
game.
game.
I'd be really interested if you told me about the game right now and what happened.
Lucina won.
Lucina won. It was two stocks.
It was on Pokemon
It
Stadium
was on Pokemon
2.
Stadium.
Um,
A-Treat. It's a brand of soda.
Yes.
You do know? Okay. Because I
what's
was
your problem? God. Anyways,
unimaginable. Anyways, game 2. Where do you think? I think we're gonna see another PS2.
I can see it.
That's the classic.
We have special bands between the two
many Yoshis.
If I win, we go PS2. If she wins, we go small battle.
Cool.
That's rad.
Now we know.
Yeah, now we know.
All
My
right, well,
battery's fine.
next, see, last game, TD had a humongous lead.
Yeah.
And now it's quite the opposite. I'm sure that's not the first time this has happened, where it's not necessarily a blowout.
They
but
played so much that it's probably like that just completely back and forth.
Yeah,
Some of it, yeah.
that wouldn't
That might
surprise
just be
me.
a lie. I might have just said that.
It's
I
like-
haven't
it's-
looked at their
it's like
PG
us.
stats. It's like us.
Where whoever
We're just like
we're
TD.
just like TD and Next, just like these two
Two of the
premier
best.
players.
Yeah, two of the premier players.
I'd say.
genuinely.
Yeah.
You can actually say that and it be true.
True. Well, I always
Oh my
mean
god,
it.
thank you so
You mean it, but it's not always true.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You wonder what happened to me in my game against Next?
Hmm?
I got hit to the side blast zone.
Hey, commentate the game, champ.
So if I were playing this game, this is what happened. This is what would happen to me.
When I said commentate the game, I meant stop talking about your own game, Jay.
Good back throw. We love to see back throw. Very strong. All right, let's see.
Back throw is crazy.
Yeah, let's see if we can see a little bit of a comeback from TD. Not a large hill to climb, but a hill nonetheless.
But it's still very funny seeing every top 3 thing you guys make. And it's
Man,
always the same.
It's crazy. Paladin can just throw out moves. So
And
dash
I know
attack,
you're
jab,
not.
dash
If you were
attack,
making it, it would
all
be
that
a
stuff. And I was like, wow,
photograph
what do you
of
do?
someone laying on the floor.
That was scary. I got scared. I got pressured.
And that's what Philly does. Like, you can look
Palutena
at
is like,
Yeah, I've
yeah.
seen them.
I'm trying to describe Palutena. It's hard to describe Palutena because it's easy to like
every time Mark's like
to just talk about Nair, you know?
start looking around the room for something.
Nair's dominated the Palutena conversation too much. I don't think it's. Now that we're this late in the match, I don't think Nair's that.
Let's talk about
Not that Nair's going on a lot in this match.
let's talk about up air. Have you seen that hitbox?
Up air is pretty great.
Let's talk about that move.
Can you just tell the audio-only listeners what you just what
Audio
motion you
listeners,
just did?
I did the Palutena up air hitbox, and it was very accurate. And I raised my hands up like I was holding something very heavy above my hands, but it's very large, so I had them to the left and right of my body, more than shoulder width across. And I went, it looks like this. And that's what Palutena up air looks like.
That is, I definitely would agree with that.
Yeah, I would too.
But grabs are silly in this game.
Very funny. Oh, TD living a lot longer than I think he even anticipated. This is actually.
3 of my characters are
Oh, I shouldn't have said it.
Hmm?
I was.
You're talking a little quietly, Jay.
Am I?
Yeah,
I'm
you're
try-
very
I'm trying not to be too loud.
I don't think it's a problem.
Okay, well, I'll be a little bit louder because my co-caster is being very aggressive about it.
I just can't hear you.
At all?
It's hard for me to hear
Oh,
what you're
okay,
saying.
that's fair. Right now?
Not
No,
right now.
oh, thank
But
God.
like when you're like, all right, yeah, very interesting. Yeah, that was a good.
He took the
that's
sock. I didn't even see it.
Wow,
Excellent work from
you're a
TD
terrible
taking the
guy.
sock. I'm fine. You're mean.
But I mean,
Oh,
this has become anyone's game. It seemed
Just
like
about
this whole
even.
time that Next was dominantly in control here, but now it's a off to the races here as this last stock is shaping up. This is a best of 5, so neither player sitting on match point just yet. But this is a momentum shifter.
For sure.
I've always joked in the past that whoever wins game 2 wins the set, but
Insane
And
back air there.
the
That was
winner of
very
game 2 is
nice.
gonna
And
beat
that's-
TD there.
And it's gone.
It's gone.
I fixed it.
What are you talking about?
I know. I thought I saw something. It was in my head.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Backer killed at 90?
No, I was
Hey,
looking at the fucking.
No, the lines.
You want to play Omega?
Or not?
Game disapproving.
Okay, well.
Jay, you're up against
Go
Omega.
find him, play him on 6.
David, can you go for Omega? I don't want to yell when I'm right next to the mic. To 6. No, to 6.
Omega, you're on 6.
All right, game 3 starting up here. It's like this is swapping in for David DJ Travis.
Hi, how's it going?
Hi.
How
I-
did the first 2 sets go?
First 2 sets both won by TD. TD kind of in control the first game. TD had to make a little bit of a comeback game 2.
Okay.
But we're sitting at game 3. TD sitting at match point here. It's been incredibly close, both games, even with the comebacks.
Were they all Paolo Lucina?
All Paolo Lucina, all PS2 so far.
Okay.
They said that they have a arrangement where if she wins, they go small battlefield, and if TD wins, it's PS2.
It's good to know that.
Yeah.
It does save a lot of time.
That does save a lot of time. Don't have to like.
But how do they know that if they've never played?
Okay. Well, they've played 99 times apparently.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I mean, this has got to be like. I imagine this is pretty even. This doesn't seem too unfavorable for either
I don't
person.
know.
But I also don't know these characters very well.
I thought that Paolo was just goated.
You think Palu is goated? Well, Palu is pretty goated.
Yeah.
But you also play a not great character.
A losing match.
A losing matchup. So
Some
and
might
Palu
say.
is very oppressive
Yes.
in the
In
winning
her winning
matchups.
matchups, yeah.
Yes. But once again, TD's going to be on his last stock for this game. Currently sitting with 6 stocks as his cushion, but and you always like that, you know.
Yeah.
But there is something we said about the reverse 3-0.
Yeah.
Like it's
tiring.
It's tiring, and that's kind of how they get you.
Yeah.
But just like that, we
We see
not
an even
time
game.
for talking about reverse 3-0 yet, as this is still last game. Next is only sitting with 1 stock to fall back on. Is TD going to be able to close, send next down to losers, or will next carry on the legacy,
Carry on to the next.
carry on
set.
to the next
winner's
the next
set.
winner's game,
Game. My bad. Forgot.
and keep on keeping on in this set. You know, keep calm and
Carry on.
carry on. I was gonna try and make like a little.
Oh, my
joke.
bad.
You
I
know,
thought you
like
were
it's like
searching for it,
No,
and
I was trying to think of like a gonna be a game 4.
But TD did win game 2.
I talked about that already. How I talk about often how I feel whoever wins game 2 wins the set. And are we gonna see that here? Are we gonna see the tried and true? You know, keep going on.
Yeah.
The age old adage prove true once again, or will.
You want to get venue fee ready for you too?
What? We're seeing lines on the
Yeah.
Elgato. That's cool. Is that my Elgato? It is.
It is. I think it's this computer.
I had a problem with it at
I think it's this-
Supercharged
I think it's this computer.
with the same thing. We had to swap out the switch dock. There were lines,
And
they had loaned it from-
Starting our game 4
Rob
here
Brea.
on small battlefield.
because Brooke won.
Oh yes, I thought you were gonna try and like
No.
explain why
Well, because
this
of,
would be the counter pick for TD. Now, I've made fun of this stage a lot, talking about how I feel it is incredibly similar to PS2, but there must be some kind of difference here for
I mean, you see
that little agreement even to be a thing in the first place.
you see the smaller stage. You see the pineappling.
Yeah. The last time we saw the pineappling actually affecting next rather
Yes.
than,
Yeah.
which is interesting. But I assume it's just nice to have that cushion.
I don't know. Maybe it's easier to.
Or maybe it's just like a personal favorite.
Yeah. Yeah.
We know Onyx Adam has a very favors that stage, this specific stage a lot. Calls it his comfort stage at one point.
Which is good to have.
Yeah, good to be able to go back home, you know. But Brooke's gonna start in the lead this time, taking a deep breath, gonna head in to these last 2 stocks as Brooke is just gonna keep on whittling down this lead. I mean, the 3 stocks Brooke has right now are gonna be Next has right now are gonna be the stocks she has till the end of the set.
Yeah.
While TD still has a little more to fall back
Yeah.
on.
He does have that comfort.
Has that comfort, but there is the stress of a reverse 3-0. There is the nerves, the almost meta aspect of
Yeah.
a reverse 3-0. It's not
Absolutely.
as simple as just playing it. There is the mental game, as is often talked about with Smash, how important the mental game is.
Yes.
But I mean, still as even as
The mental game definitely exists in other fighting games, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
mental games in all fighting, on all competitions really.
Yeah, yeah.
Mental game isn't just a Smash thing, though.
Yeah.
I do sometimes think it's a little bigger in Smash, just because of how kind of unconventional Smash can be.
Okay.
But I don't
like
know.
with the cheese and the.
Mhm.
Yeah, I can see that.
With how goofy Smash can be sometimes.
Yeah.
The mental game can play a bigger factor than in other fighting games. But this is. You have to wonder how many times that.
That was fun.
Yeah, I didn't think that was. That looked like, I don't know what about it looked weird to me, but it did.
I think it was the no kill flash.
That's definitely it.
Where's my...
What are you looking at?
I'm making sure that we're not dropping frames. Because he unplugged the power. This is game
5.
Yeah, 5.
Game 5. You have to imagine they've been here. If they've played 99 times, you have to imagine at least 98 of them have gone to game 5.
Find out.
We've got the goddess versus the warrior from the future.
Do you know Lucina lore?
Yes. I
You
played
would.
Awakening. I love Fire
I
Emblem.
just knew.
He
The
said
second
yes
you
with
called,
the biggest smile.
you called Lucina the, what was it,
It's the
warrior of time?
Yeah, it's a time,
That's-
it's a
isn't
time
that
traveling
Link?
warrior. No, yeah, he's the warrior.
I regret asking.
Lucina's
I regret
time-traveling
asking
warrior.
immediately. Anyways,
Yeah,
back-
he's the hero of time.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, I need to ask you a favor.
What's up?
In one of the earlier sets, I talked about.
Oh my goodness.
car guys.
I'll
need
make sure
you to
it's in
leave
there,
that
yeah.
in the final cut. It's a long
like, between
conversation.
games?
No, it's like a whole game. Some of that to make the cut.
I'll raise the audio. Yeah, that's a lot of game
Yeah, that's a lot of game 5s. So, you know there's a familiar spot for both of them. You know.
The only time characters are reported is at Kutztown.
Up the other shield.
That's funny.
Up the other shield, taking a stock at 120. Crazy. Center stage.
Such is life.
Such is Lucina.
Out.
Is this all best of 3?
I'm not gonna respond right away. We're checking.
1 second.
Top 5. They're top 8.
So
That's 3.
Yep.
Okay, 219.
Oh, I forgot that button existed.
It's good when you don't have to report characters.
It is.
And who
Yeah, I
reports
for-
characters these days? Am I right?
So true. Yeah, only weirdos report characters. Mortan.
Okay.
Congrats on 5th, okay?
Jeremy and Adam,
Oh, never mind.
Our
Wait,
best
never
of
mind.
5.
Yeah, you're fifth.
Best of 5.
Good luck, guys.
Who was the other side?
Good luck, both of you.
Knight and who?
Knight and loser of this.
See, now I'm
This
ahead of it.
is this is intense. And
Would you be opposed to the idea of me running Street Fighter 6 next Friday?
I don't think I can come next Friday. It's my brother's bachelor party, but I would
Fair enough.
if I could, I would.
I'll be real, that's probably one of the most fair enough answers I think I could have received.
Yeah.
Or the wedding itself.
Yeah, that's the other half of it.
That's in September, so this will be done by then.
The Philly Fall Arcadian happened on my sister's wedding.
That's funny.
And you went to the arcade.
Yes, I did.
You did?
No.
Oh, I just believed you. Know how close you are with your
Both
sister?
of us say it as a business. Yeah, I did.
You're gonna learn a lot at Kutztown.
I just didn't like. I was like, would Sprouty lie to me? Because I don't know if Sprouty lies. Because Sprouty went and you went to the arcade.
Oh,
like he knew.
Yeah, no, I said it as-
got it.
So I believe.
I am very
I was
good
like,
at
Sprouty
saying-
wouldn't lie to me.
I am
I
very
hardly
good
know
at saying
him.
things as if I like know it as a fact.
I do that too.
Anyways,
Amogus.
this is getting intense.
Hate like Sprouty and Amogus.
Why?
Let's
Why
stop
do you
talking
hate
about
playing
Amogus
against
here.
me?
Let's stop talking
Just
about
like
this.
it's just like if I played
The
little
Stock of Champions going on right now. Not actually the
You
Stock
just
of Champions.
vote him out
What are you
first.
talking about?
You talk about
You
Amogus.
vote him out first because it's
Who are
less
you
risk.
voting out first?
Sprouty.
Okay.
Always.
I wouldn't do that.
Because he's so good
No,
at
I'm not
lying.
cowardly.
I'm both good at lying and good at figuring people out.
Yeah.
No, I'm not a
So
coward.
yeah, they
though.
get rid of me either way. I'm crying.
Great F smash.
forward,
Going to take.
smash. The mic definitely enjoyed that. Oh, I'm gonna jump scare myself with that. Oh no, I clapped into the mic.
You'll see it on the timeline.
Yeah, I
He's
will.
gonna edit in the audio
I'm,
thing.
yeah, I'm
It's
gonna
like
be
a
I'm
vertical
gonna be
line.
cutting the videos, and then there's just gonna be.
Oh, are we getting the match?
We're getting the match.
Where we do it?
Are you ready to
no.
play again?
Do you need a minute, or do you want to?
You're playing, Chris.
Is he right? Let him
Wait, do we want to play the loser set then?
Yeah, toss the loser set up here.
Knight and
I love I love Arkham sets it's called.
yo TD, you ready?
I feel like I'm insane.
Night.
Whenever you guys are ready, you're on main setup. Yeah, we got the 3 main commentator in.
Yeah.
Here, you take over.
Well, you don't want to commentate, David?
Dang,
Well, you don't like to
David
talking to me?
Okay, sorry. Convince me. Could you grab my water bottle? It's blue.
So, I don't know who.
Do-
Knight
should I
is.
stop
Is Knight
recording?
the Shulk? Shulk?
Yeah.
I haven't
I
thought
got
about
so
Shulk in a
thrown off
very
guard
long
by the
time.
Shulk.
Me? No. Mine's in my pocket.
I haven't
Chris, yes.
played against a good Shulk player in so long, and I got obliterated so fast.
At Symbiote
Shulk's
yesterday.
a character that fell off, and I don't
But the
really know
people
why.
that stuck with him are
Yeah, like what made Shulk fall out of the meta?
because it was like this whole high people were
Shulk is
on.
hard.
Yes. A bunch of people were on the high like, oh yeah, Shulk's like top 3. And then people
Yeah.
are like, okay, if you or incorporate the fact that Shulk you have to put a lot of time into, he's very difficult, but as soon as you get that time in, he's now a very good character.
This is the problem with the way people talk about characters. Is I didn't know Shulk was hard until this very moment. People talk about this character like Shulk, like people talk about characters and they're like, oh, this guy just does one move and it's terrible, and they're the best character in the game.
Now you know how I feel when people talk about Zelda. Whenever people talk
Wow,
about
that was
Zelda,
bad. I just
Exactly.
play bad. I just play
Whenever
worse
pe-
characters.
Whenever people talk about Zelda, it's always just neutral B.
The way
then
other-
press the
the way I-
shine B, and no one ever talks about
Hey, it's
Phantom.
wild that you're talking on Mike about this.
Yeah,
You can talk about it anywhere.
we're having the 3-way
Yeah.
times. They're between
There's no
sets.
set. Yeah.
What do you mean this sucks? This is how like all majors run it.
This is how all
It's
majors
3.
run. Yeah.
And they all
nowadays.
shout over each other.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Apparently, we have a Discord channel on their Discord now. We do? Apparently.
Sick.
Cool.
Cool.
I'll actually have to
All
start making
right,
coffee
getting
for this.
Getting into
Shulk
this.
and Lucina. I'm excited because I haven't seen like Shulk in a very long time.
Sword fight.
So I just want to see what. Yes.
Because they fin-
Yes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
and that was
It's all in bracket.
Oh, have you been making them separate recording?
No, he meant report the sets.
Yes,
I thought you
yes.
meant.
I know.
report to say.
Yes.
Yes. Everything's reported and ready.
All right.
We're waiting
Getting
for.
into this game one.
We're given some
genuinely
time
don't-
so Mr. Popcorn.
I genuinely don't know what to expect from this set.
Me neither.
Schultz sword's bigger. That's like the only part
Yeah.
of neutral I can think that will be affected by the swords. But then again, I feel like Lucina might have a much better advantage
Yeah.
because Shulk isn't as floaty. Because like Lucina is wacky floaty.
Mhm.
Like it's weird. Plus Lucina, I'm pretty sure when Shulk isn't in speed, Lucina's faster. I think.
Okay.
It looks like it.
I would believe you.
Yeah, it looks like it.
I might be wrong. I know the additional dash is faster. I don't know if top speed is faster.
I mean, it's looking like it right now. I mean,
There's the fly.
yeah, the fly's been a big. I'm surprised. No, I'm surprised Chris with his popcorners hasn't made a reference to Breaking Bad. But I don't worry.
What are you doing?
There's another one. It's actually Jeremy.
I don't see it.
I didn't send it, but I was not the first one.
Getting real close.
Excuse me, sir. Are you the TO?
No. I'm looking at
He's
Lucina.
checking frame data. We're questioning things, and David's fact checking.
Oh, Shulk is so low. Next to Dark Samus. For run
Really?
speed.
He's
yeah.
that slow?
Yeah, you just saw him so long with speed.
Yeah. Knight does do a very good job managing his
Oh,
monopolies.
look, who's number 3?
I will admit, Knight
Explains
is
a lot.
very good at
Yeah.
managing his monopolies.
Wait,
I feel like I'm a little
Oh, yeah.
at a loss for what Shulk does because the only Shulk I ever see is my friend's Shulk, and he does not play Shulk. Jeremy Lowell. He plays.
2 stocks
He
back
got
to back.
he got the stock, but the down air with jump he went under the stage and it bonked him.
That, yeah.
Unfortunate
Shulk hard.
SD at like 1. Yeah, Shulk hard. As someone who has played both of these characters an okay amount, I would say Lucina's a little easier.
Yeah. I think I would agree
Lucina,
with
you
that.
could turn your brain off with a little more.
Yeah, Lucina's a character that, like, I described it in the last set like it's a fine glass of wine, where it is a character that, like, sure, the cheap stuff will get the job done, but
Once it's
once you are aging it and you are
pristine.
once you become a connoisseur of sorts, the character just evolves into something different.
That is very true.
Yeah, and then I called Palatena craft beer. But should I not have said that? Should I not have said that? I cannot.
That's his comparison.
You mean
Yeah, like, you ever have Stewart's root beer? Like, that's like a craft Stewart root beer. No, I'm not even doing a bit. Have you ever had Stewart's root beer? It's my favorite soda.
I
It's
love
my-
Stewart's root beer. The orange creamsicle?
Yeah, I just prefer the root beer.
I don't think I've No, the root beer's too sweet for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Jay brought me a 4-pack of Stewart's today. We drank it on the car ride, and we were like, "Is a cop gonna pull us up?"
The like the vanilla root beer is very good. Like the cream, almost like vanilla cream.
Yeah.
Vanilla root beer. That's it.
We closed the garage. I like the ability to walk in and out. That game was took by TD. I believe.
In favor of the time traveling
Yes.
swordsman. Lucina, aka Marth, aka has a mask.
Isn't Shulk also a time?
He went upstairs. What?
Doesn't Shulk? Never mind. Game
He
starting.
probably does.
I never played that game.
TD
I'm
is
shocked you
not
haven't played
one
that
of
game.
What,
But-
Xenoblade?
Yeah.
It's on my list. It's on my bucket list.
Going into
Putting
FD.
big guys here.
I'm gonna wait until I get the chance, and then I'm probably gonna grind out all 3.
Makes sense.
Don't play 2. Everyone says it's garbage.
Everyone, as in
everyone-
Will and Adam.
And everyone at Symbiote.
Oh, I don't go there.
Except because he left.
He wanted a minute before his set too.
But this game getting underway, I do
Very
wonder what
even
kind of
Stevens.
very even Stevens right now. I do wonder what kind of a little bit of what kind of mid-set adaptation is going to be occurring here.
Oh, a shield break. that
Shield
kill?
break.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Wow.
I thought isn't angled up the increase not there?
I would imagine, but maybe it just still wasn't there.
So maybe he went for the DI mix-up instead.
He hit him in the back. It
Yeah,
does
in the back that
increase
does
damage.
increase damage.
The little, is hit him in the back.
Lucina doesn't have a tipper.
Or has the tipper.
Yeah.
Lucina just has a sword.
So Lucina's...
Just better.
Like Croy
Yes.
and Rom.
Unless you can hit the tipper every time, and
Yeah,
then
but-
Martha's better.
Yeah. But,
But then again-
not even the best player in the world can do that.
Yeah.
Leo couldn't even do it.
Yeah, but that's not this. This ain't MK Leo, and this ain't Marth. So
Yeah.
This
this
ain't
is
Marth.
this is Lucina Shulk.
The man that majestically goes missing in battle. Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
We asked if they wanted to go right away, and then he wanted to finish his popcorn.
and then he disappeared somewhere else. Like, oh, I see him now.
where Beakers and Blue at?
Or
Yeah, this is like the problem is I don't know enough about Shulk to know like what
Shulk.
what Shulk stuff could be going better.
Yeah,
it's like
my Shulk neutral, there, fair. That's
yeah.
it. This Shulk neutral,
Like
it's
what
a
I'm
lot of
looking at
moves.
seems good. Like I'm watching Night Play. I'm like, looks pretty good.
I liked that from TD. He did a down air to pop him up, and then Knight air dodged past the ledge, went back up, and TD did a tomahawk grab. He's just putting so much pressure on him.
And that's what I felt like I was having trouble with
Go
against
jumping on
Shulk,
him.
where I just couldn't, or I was getting 2 frames and I was...
Of all the players I've
Yeah.
seen, I feel like TD is like he will figure you out extremely fast. Because from what I've seen, like first games with him are very close, and then like games 2, 3, and through there are either like very even if the first game was much closer,
Yeah.
or he's running away with it.
He starts to like dissect and needle you, like
Yes.
gives you like acupuncture.
He-
Like hits you right
he
in the
knows-
spots that
He
that
knows
you know
where your
moves
vital
to.
organs are after
Yeah.
the first 2 minutes of the set.
Yeah.
So you got to figure
Brings
out
out the
how to
X-Acto
mix up your
knife.
entire play style.
Yeah, I mean,
Buster coming out though. He's
What-
got that. Was it down throw F tilt?
this
that
might be
deals
a,
like
this might be a
50?
dumb question. What does Buster do?
Doubles damage, decreases knockback.
Okay.
And then smash is the
Smash
opposite.
is
yeah.
doubles knockback, decreases damage. I don't know how much is decreased, but that's why I'm just saying decrease.
Gotcha. Because I've always seen Buster, and I'm like, how is this different?
Lot of damage.
Gotcha.
You still deal normal knockback to him though.
Okay.
Because like Smash, it's both ways, where he'll still take normal damage, but he also takes increased knockback.
Interesting.
They all have their positive and negative effect.
Yeah.
Yeah. It must.
Where like Shield Minato, he can do like no knockback, but you also can't do anything.
Yeah. I mean, this is just. That's
Wow.
gonna close out that game.
The only thing
One last game.
The only oh yeah, speed you can't jump you can't move very quick. That's what it is.
One last game for night. This is the game of champions, as has been said.
Huh?
Hollow stage.
No.
That has been said
Yoshi's instead
thousands
of
of times by thousands
I
of
love
commentators better
Yoshi's.
than
I hate Yoshi.
I beat Adam on Yoshi's, and I was proud of myself for it.
I beat Lem
You want me to
on
print that out for next
Yoshi's.
Yeah, I got you.
I can print it out. 70.
No,
Pretty
because
much
he
just
likes
instead of Kalos,
Yoshi's.
it's
I like Yoshi's now. That's what I learned
Yoshi's is
today.
so funny.
Is Yoshi didn't play versus?
Yes.
Let's play
Amar,
versus.
I didn't realize that like the first
versus.
week, and Amario took me
They're
to it, and I'm like,
online
oh, that's a thing. Was the count?
They should have a ref to like if it plays like a little too stupid, you go like that doesn't count.
Unless you want to play one up here. With
Restart the game.
Restart that stock.
I did not
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little curious about the decision to go here. I mean, it seems like in that last game, especially, TD was like comfy on ledge. Like I saw TD going to the ledge so often.
Yeah.
Just like it
Oh, yeah,
almost like he wanted.
I
him to-
see.
Yeah, you see it. Like TD is enjoying staying, trying to keep.
Trust me, I fully get it.
And I was one corner of the stage, so I'm a little curious about the choice to go to this small stage
I like it.
where it's so easy to get thrown off. Maybe he just wants to kill earlier.
Yeah, I mean, what were we
Sure,
on
I'll be
before?
losing at the beginning,
FT,
but
right?
because every Joker has a slightly different
Yes.
And then PS2 before that, two large stages. So I say it's fine to try
Yeah.
something
Because I
different.
know how
That's
to keep
fair.
Mix it
fans
up a little bit.
So that way,
3.
Yeah, this is three.
Joker out, which is kind of funny.
Right.
Also,
I mean-
Joker back air.
I mean, I don't know.
is
I like the
3
idea of
pixels
trying to
shorter
just
than
get
my
your
hand.
kills
So
to
if he
kill,
spaces it properly, I'm in, like,
it
the
seems
good
like he
lane case
needed
spot.
that space. Like he needed
Yeah.
to be able to force TD to get on stage and get over here when.
And that's also what I felt
Back here.
playing, where
It is
playing against him,
currently
where
2-0
on this smaller stage, it did feel a lot better.
Mm.
That he couldn't camp as hard with speed. He couldn't
Yeah.
get out of my range as fast.
Oh, smash me.
Yeah, it really seems like TD is just so comfy. And that's gonna do it. TD moving on to loser semis.
Yep. Knight with an incredible.
Or is it
run.
loser? No, it's loser semis. Yeah.
Loser semis will be next. Knight with an incredible.
But
run.
I think we're gonna move back up to
That's
to winners.
winners finales.
So winners finals. Seeing C minus versus next, an iconic set for Central PA. The iconic Chris C minus Snake and the iconic next Palatine.
Iconic game, iconic commentators. What can I say? Gotta give it some credit.
That's
huh?
not gonna make the final cut.
That will.
I mean, it's between sets. It's probably not.
All
Yeah.
the things that are going to make the final cut or whatever you say, that's not going to make the final cut.
I'll have a little like secondary video, and it's just that ain't making it right.
What?
You think they're a gentleman among us?
Gentlemen Among Us?
Yo, it's my Switch. Yeah, Among Us.
What? Oh.
Making that joke.
But it's kind of funny.
Are we
Gonna.
gonna wait for stream since this is the only set and then it's just this is the only loser set?
I'm absolutely fine with you waiting.
Losers and losers.
I was kind of going to
TD
make
Adam.
you wait anyway.
And then whoever loses
There you
this.
go.
So what's the current?
Yeah, I didn't know if
It's
we wanted
these
to
two,
wait or if you guys
TD
wanted
and
to
Adam.
know.
Well, like, who got fifth? Who got sixth?
What?
Who got fifth? Who got
You.
sixth?
You got fifth.
I know that.
It's
And
7:30.
the other person who lost also got
Good
fifth.
on time.
Who's the other person that lost?
10.
Can we leave this stuff here this week?
Night.
They're cleaning up this week. They're supposed to
But yeah, this is gonna be the he just did a Breaking Bad reference.
Did he?
He's went, I am not crazy.
The popcorn is back of his head. Not sponsored.
Yeah, he didn't mean it, but he meant it. You know.
Oh, good lord! Who
That's-
is player three? Not me.
I was not on stream.
Not me.
We got Snake versus Politics.
We do.
Yes,
we do have
Snake
Snake
versus
Palutena
Palutena.
on Pokemon
On
Stadium.
Pokemon
too.
Stadium. This is classic. As I said before when I was describing Lucina Palutena, this is also an early meta classic. Almost like if Palutena Lucina's like the game just released. This is almost like a year into the meta, you know? Like Palutena always was there, always incredibly dominant.
Well,
But
so Snake, right?
Snake, yeah, Snake also, but I felt like Snake, at least at a higher level, took a while to like really reach the echelon. But maybe I'm just mistaking my years.
There was NVD, right? That was like year one.
Yeah.
And it was
But let's not talk about the top representatives.
Let's talk about the
Let's
real
talk
top
about the real
representatives.
top representatives. The top representatives of Central PA
Our premier
as
players.
Chris with a classic up tilt. Snake, love that up tilt. One time I saw someone try to call that Chris's signature, but that's just the character's signature.
Yeah.
That's just what the character does.
That was probably Ian.
That was
but-
Alex Chief.
Really?
Yeah, you don't know him. Don't worry about it.
Shocking
Yeah.
news to hear from Alex Chief, but that's
But
more on this, less on
yeah,
that.
this is
Chris going high, blows up the C4.
going, just trying to call out that landing, trying to catch him slacking there.
I meant for today.
No, usually I don't see Chris going high too much. I'm curious. Maybe this is a new
Maybe
thing he's trying.
maybe he's trying it out, trying to,
I mean-
or maybe just trying to like improve that, like
Maybe.
because I know I don't remember when it specifically it was, but I know one of the times they played, Next was just
that was
calling
very
out
nice.
every single landing. I mean, it's funny. You see this lead and you go, "Oh, Chris got like C- got this for certain," but these two are so acclimated to their play styles that this can just happen. Like this is just it just these are the top players of Central. They've played so much, so these blow ups can just happen. It's not really a major factor. Like it is a major factor because it's a game win, obviously.
Yeah.
But it won't necessarily affect.
It won't mean the whole set.
Yeah, a 3 stock is not a set make.
Yeah. Combat coming up.
Yeah, I mean-
That's very nice.
Suddenly, just like a flash, Chris still might have C- still might just have the lead here, but Next is starting to just pull away,
Yeah.
and
Well, Chris with all his
Chris
grenade
might-
ship damage is
yeah.
very nice. Kills him
and
with
his
C4,
own
unfortunately.
C4 gonna do it, and now it's even stocks.
Even stocks.
Percent. I mean, this percent deficit is I won't call it small potatoes.
This is
since
one Palutena combo.
It is almost just like one Palutena combo can just clean it up. One like really good advantage shift, one interaction can just make this game look like it was even the whole time. And just like that, it's even. It looks like it's even the whole time, just like that. Suddenly, it's
Oh, but
as
Chris has the
tense
ledge
as a
trap,
last
though.
stock situation can
The
be.
footstool to get
Getting
out of the corner.
footstool,
That's
not going to get anything off it. I
That's
mean,
very massive.
Snake is a timer character. Snake is a character that the longer you survive against him, the more likely it is that you are just going to get blown up. While that is true for many other
There's
characters,
a lot of explosives.
yeah, those explosives, those missiles,
rocket
and
launchers.
that down throw. That down throw essentially just
Yeah.
keeps you on that clock. Other characters you're on a clock, as in like, sure, your percent gets higher the most knockback you'll take.
Chris punching the screen.
Yeah,
in
Chris
anger.
punched the screen out of
What
anger.
is
Chris
it?
won the game.
It's not me.
I wasn't on stream. Is it? It's
Is your Procon connected?
definitely.
Oh, it's not definite. Oh, let's be nice.
We really are the pro-con region, though,
Good. As it should be.
as it should be.
just wanted to figure out who's it was.
What's your controller? That's mine.
Did I leave it last where we played? Yeah, I did.
Okay, cool. I just didn't want to make sure you didn't lose it.
I would never lose it.
That's you?
Who do you play? Who do you play in Street Fighter? That's awesome.
You can make custom characters? You can make custom characters?
Yeah, for World Tour and the Battle Hub.
Can you choose your moves?
Yeah.
I thought it was like...
There's a really good build
Tech
that's just
issues?
Capcom.
In my
Epic
Rebirth,
versus Marvel,
it's more likely than you'd think.
Nightcrawler.
Never played it. Unfortunately.
At my local, who could have guessed?
Zangief's my
I'm
own.
keeping this whole bit in my
I know him. He's the
He's the grappler.
rapper, the big guy.
Yeah, he's back.
Was he gone? Is he gone?
Is he gone?
Or was he gone? They said he was back.
No, he's bad.
He's bad. As his wallet.
Bad.
Bad.
B-A-D.
Bro, are you okay?
You know my hearing's bad when there's a lot of noise around anyways. You know this is true.
And yet you talked so quietly into that mic earlier. That's crazy.
Because I was right next to
You
it.
were like,
My mouth was practically on the mic. I was like,
yeah, I couldn't hear you.
hi.
C-, what's up with you and all your setups not working?
Sabotage.
It's getting power.
Chris is icing.
This
icing
isn't
him
his
out.
first offense.
Yeah, Chris is an icer. And Sprouty, make sure this makes the cut. I want it on record forever, immortalized forever, that C-,
It says disconnect.
number one in Central, is an icer.
Is that
No.
what was that thing?
It's a whole trick.
He's an icer?
Yeah, he is. And I want it on record, Sprouty. Chris C- is an icer.
I mean, look at that.
Look.
I mean, come on.
I don't know, this feels like an icing tactic.
Exactly.
This stream, it's worked for everyone else.
After that almost comeback, Chris had to cause some stream issues. But heading into game two now.
Game two here. Still PS2, which is a very interesting pick.
Yeah.
Not actually, but you know, it's fine.
Yeah, I mean,
Can you believe they did 27?
I can actually. This character is very. Ooh, that's just gonna do it though. I mean, it's as shrimple as that
It's as
sometimes.
shrimple as that, really.
Sometimes, yes. It just sometimes just clean it up. You know, it doesn't always have to be this long-winded story of a neutral going in between two players.
Ooh,
Sometimes
that's awesome.
it's just a down air and it's done.
And look at
And
the
other
comeback.
times it's just an
It's
Akita
been
and it's
30
done.
seconds.
It's not always.
30
It's not
seconds.
always a dance. Sometimes it's just a fight. You know.
Yeah, true.
But now it's looking like it's going to be a little more typical Snake neutral. A lot of nades, a lot of. Ooh, I thought it was just going to happen. Hold.
excellent
Everyone had to hold for that
You know,
moment.
they had their fun, but it's time to go back to neutral. you
Yeah.
know?
You know, sometimes a little fight's good, but you know, you got to know when to pull back.
No one to hold him.
Yeah. Know when to walk away.
Sometimes you gotta know when to run.
Yeah.
Good armor. Yeah.
What's up?
Incredible facial features from my co-caster. I meant expressions, but it's the same.
It is the same thing, but a little, you know. Anyways, back to the match. Whipping the up tilt.
Did you see that back
yeah,
air beat it? That
yeah.
was
I mean, back air is invincible.
Yeah.
Back air, that shield gonna protect from all ne'er-do-wells
There it is.
and treachery, but up tilt's gonna up tilt. Snake up tilt, such a big move, such an imposing move. A combo tool, well, not really a combo tool, but a closer when you get that down throw up tilt. And sometimes just a raw up tilt is gonna do it. It's not always. Got to be like a little bit of a read going on there. But I mean, seriously, with these two, it's back and forth. It's just left and right all the time. And it's seeming like this is going to be no different. Chris is holding a lead.
I love the up tilt. They're so funny.
But like we said before, 74 is just a Palutena combo away. It's really not too terribly difficult for this character to make back comebacks. It's not a comeback. Palutena isn't really a comeback character in the way that a character like Terry just has a flat-out comeback mechanic. But Palutena is a character that is able to do the damage necessary for a comeback in a quick pace. And then again, also, Nex is a very talented player and can make those comebacks even without a mechanic like
You know
that.
what I find interesting?
What do you find interesting?
When I see excellent C4 placement. When I see Chris going high, he never touches that top lasso. He
Yeah.
always cuts it short at some point. I see other snakes, they use the full duration.
He doesn't want to be, because especially against Palutena, he probably doesn't want to be that vulnerable. Like going high, especially against Palutena, yeah, especially against Palutena is such a risk because up air is so big and so strong, such a useful tool. And if he's too high and the Palutena is able to chase, that could just be the stock right there. But heading into game 3, Chris sitting up 2-0.
We saw last time.
Just like I was just gonna say, just like we saw last time. Next,
Excellent adaptation.
yeah, we'll next be able to do that adaptation just like she did against TD earlier. Or is Chris just gonna close? Is he gonna make the sale here?
Chris might be the worst salesman I've ever seen. But
Really, that's a bold thing to say.
maybe not. He has a haircut for it now.
A little bit, but enough about haircuts and salesmen's. Not seeing as much of an explosive start this time. Not going immediate stock for stock. Just seems like we're getting a more standards neutral kind of. Not really a feeling out process because I doubt these two players need it in this state. But it is almost like it's like in boxing when at the beginning the heavy punches aren't thrown out too much. There's a bit of a feeling out process between the fighters.
Have you ever watched a boxing match?
Every once in a while. And there's a feeling out phase in boxing.
Sure.
Maybe think of more MMA.
No, in boxing, there's feeling out processes.
Sure, you can say that.
Yeah,
When they,
It really depends on. It really depends.
it depends.
On a lot of things.
what have you been watching? Heavyweight or like?
On heavyweight, all of the punches. Are
Yeah, all of the punches are the big guns.
That was an excellent.
I wouldn't say I'm an expert on boxing, but I know there's a feeling out process.
Sure. There maybe.
He won a boxing match.
Did he?
Did you win that?
We're not talking about we are not talking about this right now.
So back, yeah,
So
back to the game at hand.
Snake
A little bit of a detour. Just like I can't.
Snake is
Just like the train.
just like the
Gall Road.
just like on Gall Road. But I mean, it's dead even as really we'd expect from these players. Even when one of them has a lead, it's really felt like anything can happen at any point. Like even right now, it feels like wow, I'm missing that surprise.
I think it might be a misinformation. I think he won it up there.
Yeah,
Or
I
maybe he
was
thought the trajectory
a
was
little
different.
uncharacteristic, but I
Yeah.
mean, one interaction does not a
true.
game make.
That's very true.
I've used that phrasing too many times this game.
I think it was twice.
Yes.
Which is too many. It's fine.
But
That's what
I
I'm saying.
mean, it's almost impressive how even they are. That like it really feels like at any moment, like we've seen Chris up 3 stocks to 1, and next almost just immediately brought it back.
That's true.
We've seen that explosive start to game 1, just trading those stocks and making it like 30 seconds last game. And
Yeah,
it was
that's-
just
it was
suddenly
that you know
dead
what?
even.
That's I
And-
think the third time Chris has been C- has been caught trying to go high.
Yeah,
But getting forward air. Armor not saving him with Cypher.
yeah. I mean,
He's been doing it a lot.
yeah, I'm very
uncharacteristic of
interested.
him.
A little
I respect it.
bit. I wonder if maybe getting a little stubborn in his options, trying instead rather than do something different, trying to just figure out what he needs to do in that situation, trying to rather adapt to that situation rather than making a new situation. But I mean,
Got the ledge trap unlocked.
one ledge trap, and Snake can just steal the game from you.
That reflector.
Rob you
very,
blind.
very powerful. I
Yeah,
like that.
Palace. It's 2-0 Chris right now. And really, like Chris starting to fall behind. That back throw not gonna do it, but you can't. What? Yeah.
The backer taking
Going
game
high.
3.
Is that was ever stock that game to going high backer?
One was, I think 2 were going high forward air.
Okay.
And then
Yeah.
the other one was going high back.
Yeah, Chris getting caught going high a lot there. Seems like
I don't remember the first stock.
Next is catching on really well to that habit in
Yeah.
particular. That it seems maybe getting even also a little predictable. That when he's there,
In that
he's gonna
specific
in that
spot,
spot.
he's going to up B.
He's going up B. He's going to go high, and you can just swat him away with that back air. Dennis? No,
Ice is thawing out now.
True.
It's not ice.
True. That was fire, actually. I hope the mic picked that up. That was
I'm gonna have
fire.
to steal that. I like that a lot.
Yeah, say it again.
The ice is thawing out now.
Perfect.
And Snake is in the
And
bottom.
ooh, that's just like even game. I always said these two
30 seconds. 30 seconds. I'm sorry.
30 seconds, just like game 2.
How did
Like,
that happen?
How that happened?
How did game 2?
I don't remember.
That's
It was
crazy.
crazy
That's
that
wild.
game. But
Anywho's, we got an even game.
an incredibly even game. I mean, sometimes it's hard to really articulate what makes these two so even, but it really seems like Next is starting to take control of this set, starting to really catch on to Chris's habits and the ways he's strangling. I mean, Snake is a character that the landing is the fatal flaw. Like, if in video game terms, it's the glowing eye that Snake has that you need to shoot.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
It's the big red glowing spot in Snake's kit
Unless
that
he
can
has
make
a
things a
B
little
reverse.
difficult. Even with the B reverse, it's still like it's not easy. It's harder,
That
but
up tilt, though.
that up tilt, the great equalizer that
Doesn't matter
makes-
how bad a character you could be. If
Yeah.
you have up tilt, either
No.
Snake up tilt. No. Give that to Ganon.
no
Easily.
okay,
Anyways,
not
back to this.
back
Less
to
on that.
this.
Good crouch. That was.
I love Snake Crouch.
That was a great low profile.
I-
If I could get to the floor that quickly,
Snake Crouch is like, I love it. I don't know why it's so funny to me, but I just see Snake full pancaked on the ground, and I love it.
you're enthralled.
But I mean, this is a weird thing to talk about when it's last stock in game 4. Could be the game that sends Next down into losers, putting Chris in winner's side, or
C4 is on
getting
power.
the sticky.
But
Chris
that's-
probably gets okay.
I don't want
He
to
needs
say
to
it
get
too loud.
he needs to get that off of him as expeditiously as he can.
Oh no, it was,
Fell off,
it was
okay.
on power. That was good.
Oh,
Okay,
was
that's
it?
actually-
Is expeditiously a word?
Yes.
It means very like to do something very quickly.
Thanks you for clarifying.
Of course. I didn't know. Anyways, back to
as
the game.
as fast as possible. Chris.
There you go. I'll sit on it. That was dangerous.
This is that's awesome.
That's him.
That's me.
Kind of looks like you.
I mean, this is down to the wire. It truly is last hit.
That actually
As that
scared
could
me a
have
little bit. I can't
been
lie.
it for anyone. I mean,
Give me quite a fright.
gonna be
Good
a
DI.
edge guard situation. Throwing out the Nikita. The Nikita's done it before. Gonna go for a ledge trap. Chris, not gonna do it.
That was-
one more though. Most definitely
an
will.
insane-
That was a very good recovery. Gonna hit the dash attack. This is as tense can be. That grenade almost put Palu high enough to get that up there.
That's
But
gonna do it.
a flaming orb,
Explosive flame.
explosive flame, is going to take that game. And it's now
up
another
2-2.
game 5. Will Next be able to close out another reverse 3-0,
That would be-
or will Chris just smack it down, smack that opportunity
Chris
down,
just-
and send just like that, and
For our
send
audio-only
Next down to
listeners-
losers finals.
This might be Chris this coming game. That's him smacking. Just so they know.
I just you did so quietly. You did a
'Cause I
like.
didn't want to, I wanted
Yeah,
to make
okay.
it strong because it's right next to it. Okay, wow.
It's being edited. It's not like
I
streamed
don't
live.
want the person editing it to have to hear.
He's gonna see. Sprouty will see a peak. Anyways,
Anyways,
game
game 5.
game 5 starting, and yeah,
12.6. Sorry. Force my habit.
I mean, we've seen both styles of openings here. We've seen the big blowups. We've seen the unfortunate SDs. We've seen the steady neutral. How is this going to?
Thank you.
How do you think, Jay? What kind of game do you think we're going to see this one?
I think it's going to be a bit of a fight early on, and then once things get a little more like a little closer, when things are a little more on the line, I think it's going to be a bit of a slow burner. I feel that's just how I perceive it.
I mean,
but
Chris
can't call it.
is one to slow it down when the going gets tough.
That is true.
I wonder if we're going to see that, if
Nope. not
he's
quite.
going to pull that out right now, or even, honestly, if Next is going to even let him pull it out in the first... If Next is even going to let him kind of switch up that that tempo like that.
I mean, that's not always, your decision though. Sometimes you just
Yes.
gotta play. You gotta play Snake's game. He has a couple nades
Yeah,
out. got
Snake is a
C4,
character that can just
do his thing,
force his will upon others.
and it's good.
Yeah, but this
That's it.
will the recovery be enough? Not gonna be
Untackable.
enough. Chris is on his final stock of this set. While next, sitting with a comfy lead, like while nothing to sneeze at, nothing to get too comfortable with, it is still a lead. Still is a
Unfavorable.
forces
yeah.
Snake to play not play his tempo. Like this kind, like Chris can't
Oh,
slow it
huge
down
up
too
tilt.
much.
That was an excellent punish.
Chris going high again.
I hate it.
I genuinely wonder what's leading to that decision. It seems like it's kind of been more strife than it's been worth.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially these last two games.
I think it worked game 1 and 2, but once the adaptation started, I don't think it's been too great.
But I mean, anything's possible.
True.
Chris going to
Excellent
start
Nikita.
to try and just shoving Palu into disadvantage. Trying to, I mean, Palu is very susceptible to the 2 frames, to Nikita off stage. Like all of that can just obliterate a Palu stock, especially as Snake. And here's what we were
There it
waiting
is,
for:
that's
the slow,
He made his way in,
patient,
yeah.
the slow pace. Chris slowing
Now that
things
it's
down.
a little more even,
But
Chris is
honestly, yeah, Chris. I mean, that's what Snake's so good at. He's great at robbing you for everything you got.
Yeah.
Sometimes he can just sponge every penny out of your wallet. Sometimes, but it really, honestly, it doesn't seem like Next is too deterred
Okay.
going to get out of there this time. But I do think one more interaction like that
Yeah,
could be
this is
it.
this is one strong hit away from.
Getting out of that up air. I mean, this is when it's the interesting mental game because you know what both people want. You know,
Yeah, I know what
Chris
Chris-
is
I know what he
looking for
wants.
that up tilt.
I know
He
what he
is
wants.
fiending for it, and you know, as I was
Tough.
just about to refer to the back air, that's gonna
Yep.
be the move to close it out.
They had their win
Next.
cons and they both played to him.
In reverse, 3L fashion, going to close out. Chris sent down to losers finals where he is awaiting the winner of TD and Onyx. This is
That's so funny.
essentially top 5 of Central.
Onyx.
Yeah.
Minus Dan the Man.
Minus Dan the Man.
Minus Dan the Man, we are seeing
And I got 5th, so technically.
technically, yeah.
I'm right now top
Yeah,
5 in
got me
Central.
up.
So
Choking against you.
So Sprouty has to watch all of this and then edit. Poor guy.
That's the life of editing, man.
I'd hire someone. Do you think they want a gentleman among us?
I'm really proud of you that you got that joke in again.
What show?
You made the Among Us joke again.
You got it? Someone's got it.
I would have agreed to it if we played each other.
We did.
If we played a real game
I
against
see.
each other.
How would you do that?
Whoever gets imposter wins.
Okay.
It's a coin flip.
I'll take it.
Have you said this already? Have you thought
No.
that out? Or, okay.
That was just. I mean, what else would you do?
I don't know. What else would you do?
If you can get all of the stuff done.
Oh yeah, you just gotta hide.
Oh, true.
can't get
Well, they
caught
have the
ever.
hide and seek mode, so actually that's possible now.
Do they?
Yeah, they have a because that was always like a fan mode.
More on
Lucina
this,
Terry.
less on that.
Less on Among Us hide and seek, and more on Lucina
Now,
versus
these
Terry.
are 2 very good characters. This is our first DLC character. I think.
First,
No?
probably. I keep mistaking the Shulk as Pyromithra, and I don't know why. But I mean, yeah,
Excellent start
in this
for
matchup.
TD.
It can sometimes be as simple as that. Terry, for all of his virtues, his biggest flaw is the Swordies matchup. Most Swordies can kind of just bat Terry away and just edge guard cleanly and kick Terry off the
Kind
stage.
of just do what they want.
Yeah,
They play
Terry is a
use their
character that
sword
can
and-
often skip advantage, but sometimes the swords can just like skip Terry's advantage. You know, like Terry can skip neutral, swords can sometimes just skip Terry's advantage. But I mean, Adam has made magic happen before, has made it work before. Not to, as doomer as it might sound, it certainly is possible. Like anything's possible in this game. Any matchup can be an even matchup if you're better. But that up smash, gotta do it.
Very strong.
Yeah, I mean,
An excellent option.
sadly, that is not going to be a funny TD missed up smash that we've seen so many times before.
I haven't. But
Well, you don't. You're not on Twitter. Yeah, on the Sword Valley trailer, like they did like splash screens for all of the people confirmed, and it was TD misses his up smash.
that's hilarious. Anyways, more of this.
More
More
on
on
this.
that.
But I mean, this is looking rather a rather strong start for TD.
That's
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 unfortunate.
crazy.
But I mean, Terry with Go is
You thought of that? I wish I knew that.
yeah. It seems like just SDI the right way. I mean, you got to start wondering maybe if this is where the mix-ups are needed, where you need to like start knowing the way they're going to SDI and start like just even if it's not the quote-unquote optimal thing to do in that situation, just you want Lucina off stage. You don't want Lucina in your face, especially against Terry. You just want to kick them away, and maybe that's when even if it's not going to get the kill, you just get them away. Because it did seem Adam was being
Crazy combo.
yeah.
What is that?
Do you want a gentleman to know Yoshi's? I took out of Yoshi's. I don't feel bad about it. What?
What did you say?
Adam only banned Battlefield something else against me, and I was like, I'm taking the Yoshis. I love that stage.
That's funny.
I love triplets.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah. Okay. Oh, we see the Fox.
We are seeing the Fox.
Probably a little
I
bit of a
mean,
better matchup. Maybe.
better
Still
because
not great.
Fox is a better character. But I mean,
Oh, is he? Oh yeah, he is. I forgot.
I mean,
I'm gonna be honest.
we've seen. I mean, I genuinely don't know if it is a better matchup. To another 2 games in a row, starting with just a 0 death, going to be a rough start. But I mean, Fox can just rack up that damage. You can just start getting stacks of damage together, and that maybe that's what Adam was wanting. Maybe he wasn't feeling, he wasn't getting his footing enough, he wasn't getting his hits in as much as he would like. But I mean, I don't know if Fox is more telegraphed than Terry, because I don't play either character.
Probably is.
But Fox's angles are rather limited.
Yes.
Fox is a character that side B only goes one direction, and Terry has many moves like that too. But
But at least he has multiple.
Mhm.
Like you see the startup of side B for Fox, you know
You-
where he's going to be
Yes.
and how long it's going to take. Terry has crack shoot. He has the fast burn knuckle, the slow burn knuckle. He can change his up B, timing, whatever, trajectory, not trajectory, I guess, but speed. He has down B. He has a lot of options. Fox, you see side B, you know he's going to go there. You see up B, he only can go in so
Yeah.
many directions. And
you
yeah,
see up
just
B,
hit
and
him.
you generally know where Fox is able to go, because there's only so many. Like at Spurs and spots, there's only so many directions you really can go
Yeah, you can't-
in order to
obviously
make it back.
can't go
Yeah,
this
you don't
direction,
have
yeah.
as much freedom. But I do think I would prefer Fox recovery to Terry's. Terry, while having many ways to go sideways, is still typically only going sideways and up.
That's true. But does Lucina have a lot of ways to send you down?
Lucina has one, and you really only need one.
What is that?
Spike.
Well, you're gonna die anyways. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
You only need one way to send you down. And we saw at the beginning of this game that like that spike is going to be so useful. Fox, a very light character,
Very strong.
and up he had a shield, very strong, very powerful,
Very powerful.
and gonna be
It's gonna be game 2.
game 3 here.
Wow. The last couple games.
The last couple games have been reverse 3-0s, to be fair. will Onyx be able to make another miracle on West East whatever this is? I don't know the road name.
I just play Magic.
Oh, we see the Black Terry.
Seeing the Black Terry,
Oh, see the Black Jacket.
going a bit of a classic, the get real kind of situation. I mean, we know the faults, we know the difficulties, but Terry, I would wonder, is Terry able to blow you up better than Fox is? Not literally, obviously, but like, I feel like Terry, while probably having a maybe worse disadvantage, I don't know for sure. I can't say for certain if it is a worse disadvantage, but
Depends.
I do
Fox
think
is a fast faller.
Yeah.
But Terry is heavy, so it's kind of
you're gonna be
same
living long.
situation.
Yeah, I think honestly, I might even say kind of even advantage. And Terry has that go.
Sure.
The miracle worker.
He has the go.
Sometimes he just went.
He did. That's fair enough.
Like sometimes Go can be that miracle worker of making these not great matchups seem even.
Seemed doable.
Yeah.
I agree. Gets a good down tilt jab, Buster Wolf. I mean,
A shield breaker. Adam mashing for his life. Is he gonna be able to get out? No, gonna be sent.
it's unfortunate.
And it seems like it might be a very unfortunate game here. But I mean, sometimes life gonna get you down is just what it. Sometimes it just be like that, and it's the nature of competition that sometimes this will happen. Sometimes it isn't. You know, sometimes losses occur. Sometimes the losses are bad. Sometimes the losses are better. But every loss is going to hurt. So.
I don't know what it was, man.
What? I don't want to count Adam out.
He's not out. Wait till he
It
gets
might
go.
be a lot to go through, but that's the place to start.
Wait till he gets go.
What? Yeah, genuinely, like Go.
Actually, he's not even gonna get hit. He doesn't even. Okay. Wait till he gets go.
Go is the mechanic to do it if it's possible.
The great equalizer.
Like
Just like
it's the miracle
Snake up
worker. It's the thing that can make these comebacks happen. It is a comeback mechanic for that reason. It can just cap off those combos in such dominant fashion and make the stock that can be so volatile for Terry just go away. Not gonna go for the set. And
No way that. The missed up tilt, up smash, very scary situation.
A lot of times it has gotten me some really good wins using it in the right place. I'm telling you, I can go for
Yeah, 3-0. And I guess we're gonna see the 100th next TD set.
Oh, that's huge. No, it's Chris.
No, that's loser semis.
It's C
Oh,
minus.
Next one.
C minus.
I
versus
had a
TD.
brain fart.
Yeah, it's all right. And that's why I'm here. I keep you.
Yeah.
I keep you grounded.
Yeah, but
All right, we have a
C minus versus TD, and
That's it.
then next versus.
the winner.
I forgot who it was.
Oh, me too.
Yeah, I forgot.
I don't know where my green USB is.
It's right. Oh. Except the word green, I was gonna say it's right there. But I mean, is another. I mean, top 3 Central. Easy to call it a classic when it's top 3 Central playing.
It's a classic.
Is it? Yeah, top 3. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, TV's third.
Dan the Manus.
Benjamin's fourth.
Is he? Okay.
I think so.
Who's fifth? Oh, Adam's fifth.
Adam's fifth.
Oh, that's fine. Oh, he's busy. Never mind.
No,
I'm not,
that's
I
fine,
won't
that's
worry
fine.
about it. I won't worry about
But starting this game off
it. On
with
PS2.
an iconic PS2.
I see this
I mean,
map one more time, I might lose my mind.
I do wonder how this matchup's going to play out. It feels, I would imagine, rather Snake dominant because I feel like Snake's nades kind of can eliminate the factor of Lucina. Just like Lucina doesn't have those like things that can. How am I even trying to say this? Lucina is very strong. Actually, it might be even.
I think Snake wins.
I
I think so.
No, because Lucina doesn't need combos, so the nade breaker isn't necessarily going to be such a destroyer, you know?
I guess. I don't really think that's the whole matchup.
I agree, but like I imagine Lucina is probably very good off stage against Snake, kind of can keep him at bay and kind of treat. Probably not as strong as Palu can kind of treat Snake, but I imagine in a similar fashion you can just kind of, if you know what he wants to do, it's probably fairly easy to just bat Snake away.
I agree, but I feel that killing as Lucina against Snake is a lot harder because Lucina you're looking for mostly a back air, mostly an F tilt, but that doesn't really ever kill unless you're on ledge. You're not really looking for a smash attack because those are punishable. Snake you're just looking for up tilt. If Lucina is at 100%, you get an up tilt, that is a kill. Lucina needs to get a back air. And Snake is never really, unless he's forced to, never really an aerial character. Unless he's forced up, but he always wants to play more or less grounded or in just jump height. So back airs are hard to get. I don't even know if they're safe on shield, but I feel like just Snake's win condition of up tilt is a lot easier to come by in this matchup than Lucina's. I don't know if that's even true. That's just how I feel about it.
Interesting. But I mean, we are seeing C- kind of pull away dominantly here. TD already sitting at last hit or around last hit for this. Just trying to read a roll in, but not gonna get it.
Well, I guess up B kills too for Lucina. I forgot.
Ooh, going for spot dodge, not gonna time it right.
You took it back.
Huh?
You took it back.
Yeah, I can't find it.
Is it in your bag?
No.
Smash going to take. Another
Excellent
gentleman
game.
to a different stage list. Yeah, he's playing. No, that's Xenoblade, isn't it? Adam, is that Xenoblade? Awesome.
Awesome.
I thought it was Tears of the Kingdom at first. Oh, okay.
That's nice of you.
Oh, yeah. That's probably why I should have played. Also, people have been on my Switch the entire time.
Oh, dude. Xenoblade 2 spoilers?
Yo, is that a Xenoblade 3 spoiler?
Oh, no, people are going to care about it.
It's alright. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it. They're not in that
That's
one.
true. Anywho, it's more on this.
Oh, wait, they actually are. I just thought about it.
Are
For
they
two,
in 3?
they're in the DLC.
Are they?
I think so, because
great.
Rex is in it, and and they're the sword. Anyways, back to the match. Hollow Bastion. They did say they're gentlemen into a different stage list. Not a fan of the Yoshi story here. Preferring to stick with. I think this might be the hard read. They said, but I don't know for certain.
TD getting a lot of
TD's
use,
been
and
really-
the grenade doesn't blow up in time. Getting a lot of
He's
use out of
been
that shield
really
breaker.
good with those shield breakers. We saw them against Knight and Onyx before. It seems like it's such a good tempo switch where it's like you can just suddenly like you're attacking. It's like a stagger almost. Like it
Yeah.
wants to catch you blocking. Like it's 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1, and then hits.
You gotta be ready, but who is ready?
Who is ready?
I'm not. Gotta be honest. I would get hit by that too.
Hey, that's why they're out here and we're in here. You know what I'm saying?
Very true.
But I mean, it is incredibly even. I thought for a second someone had a lead here, but I was
It's close.
I need to wear my glasses. I don't have them with me, but neither of your prescriptions are gonna be good. I guess I gotta try them. I guess I have no choice. Too much. Jeremy, your eyes are too bad for my eyes. For audio listeners, a glasses
That's
trade is
not
occurring
bad.
right now.
Yeah, I see most of it. It does hurt, but I see most of it. I live really bad, but I could. Anywho's it's
Anywho,
Chris with the
now
lead. How'd
Chris-
that happen?
How did that happen?
I couldn't see.
Yeah, Chris is starting to pull away with the lead here. Starting to, it almost seems like he is doing that. Slow it down, starting to patiently kind of wait out the options. Really dragging it to a pulse. You know, we call him icy for a reason. We always called him one of the iciest players in the game.
Call him Icy Mist.
Icy Mint? No, that's a different player.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, she's in Pittsburgh. Yeah, it does seem like Chris is starting to pull away. TD not going to count out yet, but I am starting to see why this is likely losing, because like you said, it is hard for Lucina to find that kill.
Especially on a heavyweight like Snake. He's up there. Top 10 for sure.
So, heading into this game 3, Jay, stop watching Xenoblade 3. It's not worth it.
It's the 5th time.
You need to put your phone on the table.
Oh, Nick text. Oh, that might be actually.
Jay, we were right here to do a job.
Back to the game. Thank you. That's gonna be real quick.
Nick texted you, or did it Snapchat? Oh, it's Snapchat.
Oh, you want to get in there? Fire, do that.
Anyways, back to the match.
Incredible. Anywho's it's for audio only listeners. We just took an incredible selfie. You guys are probably jealous. What?
That's fire.
You know what? Oh, back to Bastion. That's
Yeah,
actually
back to Hollow
huge.
Bastion.
I guess it was
I
pretty.
like the decision. It did seem like it was working. It was keeping things
Yeah.
more even than that first game was, until like towards the end there, Chris was really able to pull away. It seems very difficult for Lucina to
lands
find
on
that
him.
kill.
That's crazy. That's
It's
so
a-
brave of him.
Yeah. What was brave?
He just landed next to him.
Oh, that is very
no,
brave.
no nonsense. Just held nade, landed right on him, and nothing. Because who would expect that?
Who would be ready?
And he did it again, kind of.
Yeah,
What?
that is very respectful.
Yeah.
Getting
There's
it
an
up
up air.
air.
Yeah, that was
I mean,
huge.
yeah, it does seem like in this matchup you have to get really creative with your kill options. You have to kind of to weave them in when they're least expecting, because it does seem while Lucina can still like chase a little bit, it doesn't seem like Lucina really has that chase power like other characters like a Palutena, like a Rob, or anything. It seems like Lucina kind of got to play a fair game when a fair game is not the game of Smash Ultimate.
Certainly not. Every character wants to be able to cheat, and the ones who can't are bad.
I won't go so far to call Lucina. I can't believe that Nutrivy
Yeah.
almost got him killed. But yeah, Smash Ultimate, I won't go as far to call Lucina a fair character, but Lucina is definitely one of the more, like, Lucina, you get it.
Yeah.
Like, you see it and you're like,
It's
I know
traditional.
I know what this character's up to. This is a sword fighter.
Yeah.
Like, this is certainly a character that wants to space, but Chris just kind of taking over that top flat, making it his home. Only other character that can do that in this game is Minecraft Steve, and he's not there right now, so it's kind of crazy that Chris is just taking his land. Oh, Snake's another American character, I think. Is he? Canadian, wow.
No way. That's wild.
Let me double check.
He's too mean to be Canadian. Like, to be stereotypical.
I think he was made in Japan.
Well,
I think I was thinking of the other game, the one with the senator.
Which snake? Solid Snake?
The one, I think that's Solid
Solid.
Snake. I was about to say the one in the game, and I was like, I don't know which
Metal
that
Gear
is.
Solid 2, Jack the Ripper is not American.
Really?
He is not. He is a child soldier from Lithuania.
Crazy.
that's
Never
very-
played those games.
You were thinking of.
I was thinking
Metal
of the
Gear
senator.
Rising.
I was thinking of Metal Gear Rising.
Don't know.
Senator Armstrong is.
I
from-
love Senator Armstrong.
He is awesome.
Anyway, back to the
What
game.
hit is
Anyways,
Smash?
back to the game. About Senator Armstrong, let's talk about this strong lead Chris C. Minus got here. Starting to kind of pull away TD.
Oh, look at their equal percents.
Not
not
necessarily
anymore.
out, but it is the hill to climb is getting slowly increasing.
Snake was born in New Mexico.
Oh,
Solid Snake. There were 4 different snakes.
yeah.
There's Liquid. That's the only other one I know is
There's
Liquid.
Big Boss.
Oh, is he Snake?
Which
Yeah.
is a woman.
Oh wait, am I thinking of a different person?
Big Boss in Metal Gear Solid 3, Peace Walker, Big Boss is a woman.
Oh.
Then Metal Gear, then a Snake takes over for Big Boss.
Got it.
Oh, that's gonna be the
That's
game.
gonna be it.
Excellent.
Speaking of
review.
Hollowed Bastion, Metal Gear Solid is the Kingdom Hearts.
Put Snake in Kingdom Hearts. That game
That
will
would be
sell.
that game would be so different
Game
if
would be
Metal Gear was
gangbusters.
in Kingdom Hearts. All of the tropes of that game would have to just experience an ego death for that to work. And Grand.
You're trying to explain Metal Gear lore over there the whole time, and I'm listening, and I'm like, yeah, he's right.
So who's the last Snake?
No problem.
Isn't it Big
the
Boss?
current last Snake is Old Snake. Technically.
Isn't that Big Boss? Isn't Old Snake Big Boss?
No.
No?
Big Boss, Solid Snake gets a disease called fox die, which causes him to
Why do I
age
ask questions about
quickly.
lore? I lose track
But it's the
so
same
quickly.
guy.
No, so the boss that Big Boss kills the original Big Boss
I thought
Who's the woman?
I thought
Who's
the
a woman.
I thought the snake in
because love
Five-
can bloom on the battlefield. Yes, and then Liquid Ocelot becomes Big Boss. Right?
This might be a question I'm gonna regret asking.
Yeah.
So that's a random
But no, it's Revolver Ocelot. That's a
Random guy.
Like is taken over by
Some
nanobots and becomes.
Are you talking about the
I'm talking about the final fight on top of the Metal Gear.
I was about to ask a completely different question.
Metal Gear Solid 5.
Did you not know Metal Gear was actually
Oh
a
wait,
thing
no,
in the
not
game?
Metal Gear
like a
Solid
weapon,
5. Metal
It's
Gear
like
Solid
a mech.
Oh, okay.
3 with Old Snake.
No, that's 4 with Old Snake.
4 with Old Snake.
Okay, yeah. Are you saying Ocelot is lost?
Doesn't Ocelot get taken over by
No,
Nano
Liquid Snake is Ocelot. They like the same person because
Oh yes, no, you're right. Because in Metal Gear Solid 1,
For our
there's
visual
Liquid and
only
Solid
listeners,
Snake, who
there
are
is
two
nothing
separate
happening.
Characters. And then in Metal Gear Solid 2, Jack the Ripper is called Snake.
yes, his code name is Snake at the start.
But it's not Liquid Snake. I think that I transposed Liquid Snake onto Jack the Ripper.
Definitely has a code name.
Yes.
Snake something.
And then he becomes Raiden in later games, leading to Metal Gear Solid Revengeance,
Oh.
the coolest of the Metal Gear
That's the
games.
one with Armstrong, right?
Yes, that is.
Revenge? I thought it was
Block
Ri-
this
I thought
overhead, Jack.
I thought it was Rising. Metal
Talking about Armstrong.
Metal Gear Revengeance.
Revengeance.
Metal Gear Rising is different.
Different game?
It's a different.
Which one is Rising?
As I said, it really is the Kingdom Hearts of Western
Rated R game.
of Western stealth tactical game.
Yeah, it surely is.
Uh,
Revengeance?
My
Interesting.
girlfriend, my wife, nearly broke up with me because I was 2 hours late to a date because I was playing Metal Gear Solid 4.
That's my guy. That's serious.
And I had just finished, and I was like, surely this cutscene won't be too long. And then an hour and a half later, I was like, oh no.
Howard, a cutscene?
Yeah.
It was the
No,
final cutscene.
Jay, Kojima's an
2
insane
hours.
person.
It's 2 hours.
Kojima's an insane person.
It was 2.5 hours, and I was like, I have to leave.
That's awesome. Good for you. I'm glad it worked out. Glad it worked
Just a
out.
win. You know, it's a win. It's a win.
You got to watch the cutscene, and
And I got mad.
you're good, and you're good. That's excellent.
I always wanted to play those games, but there's something very intimidating about them.
I don't know if I could play them now,
Yeah.
but there are a lot of things that I love about them. One of my favorite bits is you get locked in a prison, and you can wait in order to get out,
Yeah,
or you
yeah,
can
yeah.
hide underneath a bed and spill some ketchup out, and they're like, "You're bleeding to death,"
Oh, that's cool.
and I'm like, "That's really fun that
Yeah.
you can get yourself out of prison."
That's what Kojima's good at. And then he made Death Stranding, which is one of the worst games I've ever played.
I have heard the most polarized opinions about Death Stranding. It's not for me, and I know that,
Yeah.
and I'm happy for the people that it's for.
Yes.
I think it's
I have
for
a
insane
problem
people.
where
I'm friends with a lot of them.
I respect it at a distance. I cannot play that. I hate it when I play it.
Oh, you played it.
I tried.
I thought you don't play bad games.
Well, I didn't. I didn't beat it.
Oh, that's what you mean. I thought you didn't even touch.
No. Sometimes.
Next versus C minus.
I thought it was so weird. I think Max is waiting for the conversation.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, I was gonna bring him there.
Hey, I'm not gonna run. We got it.
I'm amazed where we got time.
Me too.
After the squad strike went so long,
I really like. That's kind of why I was pushing so much after this. I think if I hadn't, we might be a little bit closer. But like, we're fine. It's crazy watching someone else play Legend of Zelda and do things in a smart way.
Oh, he's playing it now? Doesn't
he's
even,
probably just doing shrines.
doesn't even care about spoilers.
Be nice.
I should go over there.
I think honestly it's more likely for less people here to be spoiled on Tears of the Kingdom than for there to be like less people. Like there are definitely more people who would get spoiled on Xenoblade than there are for Tears of the Kingdom.
Hey, yeah. Do you wanna hear what happens at the end of Tears of the Kingdom?
Yeah.
Link and Ganon decide they're gonna start a polycule, and they just start making out with Tingle.
Really?
And Beetle joins in. It's wild.
2 questions. I don't know who Beetle is.
You do.
I do now.
Have you ever played Tears of the Kingdom? Have you ever played any Zelda game?
Phantom Hourglass, Spirit Tray, or
Beatles and Spirit Train. Beatles and Spirit Train.
What do you mean?
You know the one train that goes around that's just a shop?
It's been like 13.
You ever play Skyward Sword?
I played Link to the Past. No.
You played Wind Waker?
Between Worlds, I have not. I wasn't a big Zelda guy.
Hey, you know what? It's fine. It's not for everyone.
Oh, him!
Thank you!
He's Beetle? I do know him. I've seen him before.
He's in everything. Oh no, that's a different thank you. Sorry, David.
The next question. Tingle?
No, I'm not telling them that story. They have to buy me chicken tenders if they want to hear that story.
Jake, go in the car.
Alright. I have a Stewart's root beer if you want it.
No, I only play King A+. A treat.
A-Tree, that's huge. My dad called
I
me.
love A-Treat.
I'm gonna go call my
It truly
dad.
is a treat.
It really is. It really is. Sprouty, include that. You'll hear it. You'll hear this exact conversation.
Anyway, you want to hear more about Metal Gear?
I might as well. I know nothing about the plot of Revengeance. I just know, like, the last monologue is one of my favorite things I've ever seen in any game.
In 5?
No, in Revengeance, the like monologue Armstrong does.
Yeah.
I love that.
Who gives a shit?
I played college ball, you know, at some prissy Ivy League school, Texas State, actually. Anyways,
Going into the final.
going into
Talking about,
grand finals.
Talking about Solid Snake's rich backstory.
Is that what that is? Is that what Revengeance is? His backstory?
Yes.
Oh my
it's
God.
just side story about the global world economy being about war.
I've never.
Anyway, Palutena.
Anyway,
an angel.
Palutena.
Can you tell me anything about Palutena's backstory?
A goddess.
Okay.
I've
Goddess
played.
of what?
I might know. Light? Is it Sprouty? Is it light?
We're getting a
goddess of
confirmation
light,
that it's a
Sprouty?
goddess of light.
Awesome. I played the game in the sense that I was young and was bad at games, so I would only play like the first 2 missions because I would keep making new saves.
My
But I didn't do it on purpose. I was young and didn't
okay.
know
I got
what
you.
I was doing.
That's funny.
That happened to me a lot with like, I would not do that in like console games. I do that in
First stock going to Snake.
Very true.
Snake.
Very, very well earned.
I mean, we've seen these two. They go back and forth so much in their sets. Like I remember for a stretch in Millersville, it would be like they would always take a set off each other in Millersville. I think the only like exception I personally seen of that was at the last Millersville, their big monthly where Next kind of took that in a predominant fashion. But here we are seeing like it seems almost like a return to form, where it's back to that really incredibly even nature. Last time we saw it go all the way to Game 5. Here we are seeing an incredibly even start. Will maybe Chris have made those adaptations, kind of figured out those habits,
Still going high.
but still going high and getting called out for it. Chris gonna have to figure out what. And
A little bit of a homie stock.
well, yeah, both players kind of just nodding and laughing about that one.
At
Truly,
least-
literally happens to the best
At
of
least
us.
they're having a good time.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
That is all that matters. No, I had a good time.
Hey, I did too.
That's good to hear.
But really, it seems like. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes when these two play, it's like when I'm watching an incredibly high level game of chess where I just cannot always know. Where I will not always be able to know what like they were thinking when they're doing that. Like when Chris is going high every time, like I truly don't know.
He's thinking of something.
Yeah, there's
What?
something going on in his head, and I don't always know what it is. Like, see, right there, he's getting.
I can't believe that kill. That seemed like a very fake kill screen.
I thought it was a fake kill screen. That kill screen's so deceptive. I wonder if maybe Chris accidentally like inputted a back air, like maybe stuck his little toes right into the blast zone.
I can see that.
Yeah. But I mean, next, not going to be another reverse 3-0 from next. Next, actually taking that first game. So it's going to be Chris on the back foot this time. Maybe that'll give him the motivation to
Very well could.
clear it up. I
Very
mean,
well
there is something in a mental game, and I know Chris oftentimes has a very strong mental fortitude. Only really affected by like hunger and exhaustion.
Aren't we all?
But you know, sometimes people can like other factors like whether they slept on the right side of the bed. Like Chris generally he's got his head screwed on straight most times.
He's grounded. You know, he's
Yeah.
good. No nonsense with this guy.
But starting off, I mean, it seems like last time we saw like the tempo shift so much. This time it seems like it's gonna be very standard each time. It seems like this neutral that we've been seeing over and over again, where almost seems like Next just worming her way through and getting through the nades, getting through it, and just kind of keeping Chris on the back foot. Like, I don't think Chris really had that too strong of an advantage the entire time that last game. Do you?
I don't think he did.
Yeah.
I think the only time where there was a great sense of hope was when that SD occurred. I thought, oh wow, this really could swing it in his favor if he plays his cards right. Fortunately, not the case, which is fine.
Trying to just go off, trying to catch it, trying to like finish the job himself, not trying to rely on the Nikita or anything. Just trying to like.
He's got to get in there sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes you got to get your hands dirty. That is true.
F-tilt taking it, that's huge.
Yeah.
Not usually,
F-tilt's such a deceptive move. I expect it to be stronger than it is. Every time I see it, I'm like, this is a broken move, and then it like doesn't kill you till like 160.
Yeah, but it's fast.
But it's fast.
It's like frame 4, which is stupid.
Down throw F-tilt is true on heavies.
All the time?
Not all the time, but like around up tilt
Oh,
percent.
it's true on Morton.
It is
Yeah.
really
At like
big cart.
Like before up tilt is true, you can have tilt.
Yeah,
It's hilarious.
big cart.
It's really good. I love this game.
But I mean, not yet. Chris sitting at. Never mind.
Unfortunate.
Gonna
He just
become-
ran through with the shield.
I mean, yeah, that
That
shield.
invincibility is
it's
nice.
just it's essentially just like you want to put up these grenades, invincible shield.
Yeah.
Like you cannot do anything about this. As I am breaking your camp setup.
Unless you shield it.
Unless you shield it. But if you're constantly pulling nades, you might be caught
You're gonna
caught
get
lacking.
hit. You're gonna get
Yeah.
hit once or twice. And that's
If you're
just
getting a little comfy in your camp, like maybe laying down to bed,
Yeah.
you're not gonna be ready to deal with
big
the
bear might come
yeah.
by with a big old shield, you know. Oh, the grenade breaking it, that was huge for him. That would have killed for sure.
I would have killed for sure. Chris seeming to play
Oh,
maybe a little
Nikita
safe.
coming
And
back.
that Nikita,
That's
yeah.
nice.
We have not seen those Nikita kills. Those very.
Ooh, the grenade saving him again.
Nades saving- Chris getting very lucky with these nades, saving his life twice
Yep.
now
Those-
in these almost checkmate situations like that. Down tilt.
He should be on first stock
Yeah.
right now. But no,
He should
those
be-
grenades have been crucial.
Yeah, it should be an even game,
That's
but
gonna save
now
it.
it's gonna clean it up. Explosive flame. Chris almost seeming like he's getting a little too comfortable where he's standing. Like we've seen that explosive flame to get the job done last set too, and also these dash attacks that are kind of breaking his zone. It seems like maybe not mixing up his camp too much.
Yeah, I don't think he doesn't seem too fixated on Palu's potential burst range. Like Explosive Flame definitely would have hit there. Well, obviously it did, but I don't think he thought about Explosive Flame. I mean, not a move commonly seen in a situation like that, but it can be used. Same thing with the dash attack. I just don't think he thought about run up dash attack.
It feels like it feels like almost like killing with it is almost like a reminder in and of itself. Like it's like gotta watch out. Like can't get too comfortable.
This can happen.
Yeah.
And it will.
Because we saw it, like, only one time last set, and we saw it now here. Maybe that'll be the only time we see it this set too. Like it almost acts like essentially like a gut check. Like keep
Yeah,
watch.
Yeah. Be careful.
Keep on keeping on.
Oh, this is very scary.
Yeah,
Next
just
evened
like
it up
we've
very
seen.
nicely.
Dozens of times, it really seems like Chris is struggling to hold on to the leads when he get him. But that going
That
for the
had to
forward
be-
air,
that
I
had
don't
to-
think. Yeah, I don't think that was it. I don't think that was down throw percent.
Really? Very unfortunate.
Oh, nade, gonna take it.
What happened there?
Got dash attack. He was holding a nade. It blew up.
So he would have been fine, I think.
Yeah, he would have been
But,
fine otherwise.
We'll next get reverse the
Yeah,
road.
rest in peace.
Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, it is a set. Next. It is setting up to be almost a similar situation to what Nex had to go through last time. I never one to count out C minus. Currently ranked #1 in Central, so he can do it. We know he can do it. We know we've seen him pull it out dozens of times before. Will he be able to make the adjustment he needs to kind of pull everything together?
I think he can. Now pull it like a grenade. You know?
I mean, these games, they've been oftentimes heartbreakers where Chris will lose in unfortunate ways, like we just saw his own nade kind of betraying him. But that is kind of the give and take you get with Snake. Sure, he is one of the likely top 10 in the game, but sometimes life gonna get you down. Sometimes you're just gonna get those nades kind of killing you a little early than you want. But like when you're living so many times, when you're living off him, getting like so many like second chances with those
He did.
nades,
He did get a lot.
he
of
got a
second
lot.
chances.
Sometimes, like that is a trade. If I get saved by a nade like twice, I'm okay losing a stock once.
It's unfortunate that it was the crucial stop. That is unfortunate. But without those nades earlier, who knows? Could have lost in a different way. Could have lost sooner.
Yeah.
It's hard to say, obviously.
It
but
is hard to say, but
There you go.
gotta get the ledge trap. Chris, looking like he's starting to get that momentum shift he desperately needed. But I mean, we saw this in the first game of the first set. While Chris is sitting on his last 3 stocks, we were almost seeing something reminiscent of that
true.
first game, where Next almost brought it back. Will Next be able to do that this time, or will Chris close the book on this game and save his life a little longer?
Nah, it's gonna take that first stock.
Not going to make it easy though. And that's what really it's all about. Is like, even when you have these leads, never make it easy on your opponent. Never give up, essentially. Like that, it's such an obvious piece of advice to give, but sometimes it is easy to forget that anything can happen in this game.
Easy
Crazier
to get
comebacks
comfortable.
have occurred.
It's easy to see you're up 2 stocks and you go,
Yeah, it's
I
easy to
got
go. Once you're thinking about the win, you're not thinking about the game, and so many things can happen. If you are ever in a winning lead and you're already sending next, you're in a bad spot. But it seems like Chris almost waking up a little, getting caught
No way.
lacking there,
That move's broken.
and an up tilt going to take it this time.
There we are.
Chris sitting 2-1 with a mountain ahead of him.
He has to win.
Not only having to win
5
2
more
games to
games.
stay in the set, has to win 3 more to make the reset.
He has to win 5.
Has to win 5 total games. And next is sitting with 5 games to lose. Like you can afford 4 games to lose, because the 5th game's the one you don't want to lose.
That's true.
Yeah.
I think about the reset though.
That's what I'm thinking of. That's
I
why I'm
see.
saying 4 games to lose. Because you can lose 2 here, and then you can lose 2 next one. But then the 5th game, you got it. You no longer can get comfy.
You're with me. I'm with you as well.
Yeah. I mean, that's the gift of winners bracket. That is the saving. That is the thing. That is why winners finals is so important. Obviously, it's important because you want to win every game, but it's such a saving grace. It is it gives you a parachute while the other opponent is free falling, essentially. Sure, miracles can happen and both people can lose and both people can win, but it often is easier when you got the parachute behind you.
Very true. Oh, excellent
And
back there.
Chris seems like he's getting back into it, starting to catch on to things that maybe he wasn't catching before, starting to pull with a lead. No longer, but he keeps going high.
It did work for him there.
It did work for him there, but I am interested. I mean, it seems it seems like it's almost a give and take. Like sometimes it is working. It seems like maybe while it's been caught on often before, it seems like it's working out way more now. Maybe mixing up his tempo a little, maybe catching next off guard. Honestly, it looks like you mentioned earlier that it seems like he wasn't going super high. It seems like he is going to those heights.
Yeah, he is
it seems like
now.
he's willing to do that, just like as a mix-up. Like you've never seen me go this high before. Deal with this.
I think the reason he's going high might be because he doesn't want to deal with Powell on ledge. I don't. There's got to be something like that. Why wouldn't you want to go to ledge?
I mean, I imagine. Oh, I wonder if down tilt covers. It breaks Nikita and breaks Cypher.
It could. Yeah, I think you just air dodge.
Yeah, but that's still.
I guess it's still another thing you don't want to worry about.
Or even just it popping you up gives a free back air.
Yeah,
in the first place,
that's fair.
if it doesn't break Cypher. Well, I mean, we are seeing next now on her last stock in this game. It's impressive that Chris already has been able to make these adjustments and start building the reputation of a reverse 3-0. Or honestly, maybe that's what he's scared of, because like
that did look scary. I'll be honest.
But Chris, C- is getting there, starting to weave his way back into the game.
I love the double B reverse with grenade.
Yeah.
I think that's actually a very strong mix-up.
Yeah.
Because usually you only expect the one, but the two is just an extra layer you have
But
to deal
still,
with.
that dash attack kind of negating his options on landing there, especially since he wasn't landed. Can't be reverse in that situation and just eating it. Got a shield. It's the option here, going for the ledge trap, letting Pally get back to stage. Very interesting. I mean, and now it's last stock Chris on the stock of champions, the last stock of the whole tournament.
This is one good up tilt.
One good up to, and he finds it closing another game. We are seeing game 5. Is Chris going to be able to take it, do you think?
He could make the reverse.
And give us the reset we all want.
Oh, we all
Do you want
want.
the sound higher? Do you want the sound higher? Alright.
I forgot what was happening. I was just.
What?
I forgot the.
Oh, yeah, once I'm talking, I zone it out. But this is game 5. The game to win if you're Chris. If you're next, you want to win, obviously, but you don't have to sweat as much.
There's another chance.
Yeah, you have 5 max more games to work with if you are next. Obviously, you prefer to win. You prefer to win any game, but it's not the end of the world if you don't get it done. So, Chris, putting it all on the line here. Gonna be swapped down. Another SD situation. Yeah, we've seen that before, where Next is going too low, not able to get back to stage after those huge down airs, after those. That's the reflector. That's the reflector diff. And
true.
suddenly it's basically even. And it's even.
There you go. Well, that's good for both players.
Yeah, I mean, he keeps getting caught by that
tough.
reflector.
That's very
We didn't see
scary.
that before. Chris was handling the reflector pretty well before, but now it seems like Next is starting to figure out, maybe Chris is messing up, starting to not get that, not protect himself from the reflect.
That was very scary. Just landing right in front of Paolo.
Yeah. It seems like Chris definitely seems very nervous about being on ledge.
Good DI there.
Able to live, but gonna make it, and that's gonna take it. Chris, once again, the stock of champions.
He's got
the
it.
one where it is all on the line.
Insane
Nothing
to
left, no more cushion to fall back on. It's do or die. Will Chris be able to make this comeback and carry on the game, or will Next just clean it up? Chris getting
He's looking for it.
incredibly ruthless with these up tilts, just throwing them out, even eating a back air for one of them. Will this be the comeback he needs, or will Next just clean it up and deny us of a third reverse 3-0? Jay, heading into the last moments of this game, what are your thoughts?
I'm excited. Definitely excited. That was an excellent ledge trump. I think that was a ledge trump.
I think
That is an
that's
excellent way to
going
end
to
the game.
do it.
Excellent
Next,
way to end
taking
it.
Rebirth 2, Bear Trap in a Basement. I think that's still the name. Yes. Yes. Next.
Mostly five.
Yeah.
That's humorous.
You pay 50 to get in, you get one.
What is it, 70-30?
I don't know.
Well, 9 of that's mine. Actually, it was more. It was 14.
You made $1.
I got money?
I made $1. I don't make
I
money.
thought you were
off
looking
of
at me. I was
this.
like,
You looked like you were looking at Jay. I was like, why did he make
I
$1?
don't charge any money to do this. I just do it out of the kindness of my heart.
That's awesome.
You want to build a community, you got to do it.
Yeah.
It's 73.
It's a, what, 60, 70-30 split. How much is it?
It's 75.
Okay. Not well. What's 10% of 75? Which is $7.50. So
Can you
it's
do math?
$15. It's 20%.
So what? 22.
You can just go with 20.
And the rest is
The life of fives.
If we had ones, we could do 22, but we don't.
And I still struggle with that.
Are
Let's
they
just
playing
give them
another
another
game?
20.
Yeah, they're playing friendlies. Smash people love Smash. It's insane.
As someone who hates Smash players, gross.
Yeah. Smash people like I've read like horror stories about tournaments where like Smash players have just refused to get off setups. And it's even kind of happening today where like
It has happened a little bit, but like whatever.
yeah.
Yes, my $15 of ones got turned into $15 of fives.
That's a good deal.
Not really. I need the ones for this.
Never mind.
Go to the some more.
I don't have a local bank.
Ooh,
My bank's in Philadelphia.
Go to McDonald's. Be like, hey, can I get this in ones?